US abangel pen Hispanic tetame.
Yeah.
So you can like Hispanic is even the second language. I'm not like and eight twaza kitay lo chini. And I'm also minority hiveve chini. So like amao itun chang pen why can't we get as far as them? Nim na kat mo nane yale or vision kalim project kalim na start na pale pen why can start time mo.
Okay.
Ina kila hite tam kholo changa tun ken bangale kera na te mo ama ringa kapyak nop hi siana na start nop zong keep start time mo.
Tun gen te na nang te po golding ina ta khong nei la te second generation ong hila bang chi tam mo to chang I pau de pen Koicih preserve ding I culture Koicih preserve ding chi pen athupi ma khat hi ta to pen tu banga ingai sut kho I plan to kho ge la mai mang ding hi jiao why should I join YD
you should join YD if you are part of it.
Hello Grow with Van podcast panong wagin Gable na host Van Being Hi podcast ide na pe na hi le na sip dom un dom ma om de yan pan tam tu te atwa kha tu de ngai komin pil na la yin ei Zomi community bu ba khang to khom chi de na hi happy na to na ngai sok sakon
deep is creativity.
Okay, tu ni adding a special guest ahi level Zomi Youth Development YD Director Leah Mary Himo. Mary, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'll introduce ning mo. Ina ke kamin pen Mary siam mo ahya nga kamin pia hi le Mary Jinglian siam. Ina tulai tak Nashu Tanesia kom lai tak ahya nga sang ka changa Bowling Green na omzo mo.
Okay.
Ina Tolobel wadia nang chilama director kasep lai tak hi mo. Ina wadia for the next 2 years I'll be the directors chi khat man khariye lungdong.
I see. Tola nang hi tanga song mo.
Swak lo ke kaso na pen hi le kol kamo kol pia swak na ahya nga kol kama kaso hanga Malaya le hi tanga mo khang ke so Malaya kum nga omina hi tang kum som vata kom so US kom so yeah.
Okay, US tola US tam khang ke so swang ding
Hey US tam khang ke
to ni nga namang pao chi na zo pao hoi si
kaso pao well ko man chi ding ya kanu ten song hirana so pa pa thi ding mo to pi sai changa kain sung ba number 1 rule a pa pa ding hi fa to changa to hang song hi mo ina to lo youth development YD ka ke na hang song kaso pao bang chi ding ya thei so chi ni man kha even better yeah improve so polish kick so
okay not a lot of people can say that zo pao nang kwa zo pao nang za siam lo zong tam ma ta hi la ma in na khat I bash na ba hi ke mo to ra na in kwa so nu la pa te ma kai na thu pi sa kai chenga ina to le YD zong ong men ki pan chi pa YD zong men shin pa chi ra na khat to le pai pa ni la
ole
so what is YD mo YD pen bang ya
okay YD pen no akizada sa omning mo ina zera USA azange te aring hilapen YD pen zera USA no ya youth department mo youth department hina ko pen mo chiring ya US sunga khang no te focus ngara ma ki pona khat mo ina mangale onlu nom jong nom bala kilo the
okay
double dan lam chang kyo lai ni but yeah YD pen mo chiring ya ko ma purpose mo commission la vision kong pai pa ring ka ya
pai pao
okay ko vision pen ko bel chidan mo kining fen tai na ko moro hi le pen bang chiring ya Zomi pitching siam sin pitching tina mo commission lianu changa pen unity development and preservation ti ina to pen bang chiring ya US khangno US tun cha pen culture kep ding pen haksas tini mo ina madiak dik US ngwa la nasab kam kichi na inule pate pe tamzo ona sepsan changa pen sangkat boy chini ina ki khopna simlo amy ki kai khopna tam kholo chamo
exactly
to tema focus bang chiring ya culture Ngeina hill to bek thamlo hi taka khangno te adyak dakin education lammo bang chirana opportunities hiam chi pen bang chiring ya awareness pen wammo to hill ki nuam chiran vision ina to bangale ko youth department tamzo education to ki sai be siamo
okay unity development and preservation okay it's all pretty good toile to ki sai na ki program po khat na gen thai dia
yes so a structure down on gelang by pen in a structure on getting ina YD a structure pen co department and committee chana ko ken mo ki kenina nangbang department nangbang committee hiam chi sanga pen nangbang home chi kamal ko jang zo mo to hila to home in pen to gel pen a home thina dia ko home chi ina home pen nam sagi omo ina bahang department la committee khen ka hiam chile e committee changa pen wadi sung thu chini budgeting apanai zong service hour panai zong mo to pen ko widing yat apen sep nating pen amau sem mo ina department changa pen ya ka social media chanai zong lai hil chanai zong to teng pen e department te sep khet mo mi pi lam a focus la teng that's a departments ina program ka highline op ka hil pen e education department mo education department apen program liom ila the 4 program ila pen mentorship mo kelo akang khat mo mentorship hina to pen Dr. Dr. Tawh kichina mo ama pen MIT la Harvard a graduate mo a PhD in chemistry ina tingi mo okay ina ama bel bintang
I think I follow him on LinkedIn.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dr. Tawh, you should follow me back too.
That's awesome. I'll connect with you too if you want. But Dr. Tawh and Pen Montini, yeah, he high schooler demo. Amadana MIT Harvard jana sang hoi no aka trading mo. To back time lo sang kichilim ka trading pen yim na ne. Acha ko to partner on partner on ki partner ni ja ko partner kumli ma hita.
Ama no on offer masa mo.
Kong offer masa.
Oh.
Ina ama to pen go batch jana mo. Usually batch depend September ka kim khong ki panina to batch nga high school demo US a omte he focus ina
about but great bangza khong junior kum khong
just high school
high school
is yao high school lim
man ke un lai hong bang diao lo a thei lo is okay la
nang hun lai bel
om lo chilu bang kum khong ya to ka chi at least to Dr. Tawh to program na ki paro pe
kum li tai te like a little bit after COVID like 2021 taran game mo 2022 taran game hina yeah but his focus is functioning yeah essay how do you write essay how do you stand out in your college application jan mo ina ama bangin bangale ama hulaya essay te khosong mo if you want a reference like Amy ten functioning yeah essay pen you know how did they write it what did you talk about you need example and then I'm on hill tay on lak tay not even that but I'm at the networking with my mom I'm on Zomi tampi tay he knows so many people who has a degree who has Amy he says he knows he have friends he has like people he can connect us with and like letter of recommendation bang kisam pedo chini mate to te bang he can be it if you know him and you know you work with him aman bang ongge sak thai chane and that would be like easy money hilalo ma but like easy money chi khana you know
cheat code hiliane
yeah
cái lại dòng letter of recommendationของkịpไว้เป้าหมายเสียกวยจีแต่แกงอ่ะตัว letter of recommendation จะที่เราแต่อ่ะดิ่งอ่ะ college เสี่ยวจังอ่ะ at least standard เฮเลยนี่จังของหมดนี่บรรทุกของกี่เสี่ยวหมดเกี่ยบังงาบังเนี่ยนะเฮ้ยก็สักเป็นนี่ของแต่ลิน่ะตัวหินน่ะตัว letter of recommendation เป็นอ่ะตามตัวอีสังปันเสียหมดที่เกี่ยเลยตัวนั้นน่ะ mentor องค์หูคันนี้เซปีแต่คดินcharacter ด้านไม่แต่ที่ป้าเป็นหลายหันจำคัดเฮียตัวนั้นเฮียไม่แต่เซฟคอมนะตัวที่ใส่ตัวเป็นกีฬาดินะตัวอินซงเป็นcollege คุยขัดรู้ให้มอรู้ให้เรามอจีซง it plays a role มอตัวอินองดีไซน์ปีเววาล้วนเราห่างองหูมาตัวเจ้าตัวนั้นนะดร.ตวงแต่นั้นนะhe Harvard MITนะครับalumni คันนี้องอาศัยมอจีเลยแบบว้าว opportunity ไว้ตั้งไกลไหลของกิจให้เขาเลยตัวนั้น
ตัวเบกทำโลบางที high school นักอะไรส่งไอ้ส่ง college ไว้เริ่มๆนัดที่นบออกมาเลยบางทีเนี่ยอามาคิดตรงเทอามาส่งตรงso this is what I have to offer you this is what I can do for you จริงๆนะมั่วแต่จังwhat do you want me to tell you teach you that กันคงหิวไหนโลก or if not in this program จริงๆ but a little บางทีเนี่ย how do you say teaser to it it's like he's also I've heard he's working on graduate school like undergraduate as man to like he's currently working for that too so like not only focus on high school but then like aka can start college like graduate aka nom temo china song like tom start to pian taling
I see that would be for me I'm not going to miss it the next time
so alungluno volemo na can open ko Facebook Instagram post na mo so look out for announcement videos like announcement flyers wadi page
okay ina Batch ka chang sang na pang za ta hong la sel. At least the high school program that you have.
Mentorship program helapen asan up tata hijamo.
Oh.
Yeah. So there isn't like I can only train 5 people chen om ton lo.
Oh.
It's anybody that signed up.
Oh, tolle average bang za khong omeyan na thai khana.
Kin bel mo ka lo zong so tai na mo ka reach out lo zong so ta because it's not my team. That's not my area. But previous year khong ko level at least over 5 people more 5 trainees chen ama zoom talk mo eh.
That's so low.
Sometimes he would bring in like his colleague and then they would explain the process chen. Bang chiri US bang hele US khang no te bang hele mang pao ki thei zo cha mo. Depending on nang mang pao siam zo mo e pao siam zo mo he will teach you in the language you are most bang chiri can understand more. Yeah. I'm not saying that like we shouldn't zo pao zong le chi zong to lo but bang chiri he khang no te mo ki dei sak lo cha ama understand thi na dinga ki bol ki zo.
Exactly. To hi changa I tanga sang system avec pia I pai changa pen avec pia mang pao o me.
Yeah.
It would make more sense to use English to teach that kind of
in
subject
way,
rather than like translating literally everything in Zomi more. Sa loading chi ba hi tuan ke yang na chi na to ran hi ba hoi. Yeah. I really love it. Mi nga pen tom do la kilom si. Do you think a lot of people don't know about it or hi ke ale amao lung lu lo khong ai tam. Cause ke ngai sun na ra hi le ke bang hi le like if I had the chance high school or cut bang hi ding in more. To opportunities aleng jump pa len ding ke bang lang to changa like a ki thei lo hi zo ding mo ki ul lo hi zo ding mo.
Ko zong to ngai sun pen why are we not getting so many people to join chikat I think it's also kind of like the marketing team or I'm not gonna lie, I don't think a lot of youth follow our pages and know that we exist.
No.
But we do in tun mga tamzo ke thena wari ong lut te bang mo anu ten sol zo anu ten sola ong lut zo nobody not a lot of them come in like I know what you guys want to join chia tam kholo mo. I think on Kopara maybe if we could work on something like that can make them interested like hey we exist but I think not only that but I also did tell like some of my friends hey guys I have posts on my stories hey guys if you're like high school especially junior and senior like getting close to college and you need mentorship in the college realm I wonder what could it be but I think it could also be kimu kollo chini and then kakachanga people's like I already learned it in school like college so I think they like I already learned it in school so why would I learn it again maybe we're gonna talk about the same thing we talked about in school but yeah
I think it's a bit of both right
right
no lampana zong Gebang in Siangan lang mukhalo. I even follow why the page that don't follow in a Gebang take lokalo more. Tuaran lamsang. Ehang mi pi lampan zong de na na chi dan na ki tuaran lim pen ki lung lut va lokalo even Zomi community sung na ngona zong na chi dan na so I think both side pa na zong mo han jam thai ding omin te tua hi le de na chi to aki zoi ton pian na pai so leng ma de like why the sunga mi recruitment to na khang no te hong na kharu changa mo ai ke la why the hong na gen u changa bang chi ding mo a ham sa ya nong lu nom ya chi da hong na dot pong u changa
ham sa ma mo aya nga de na ka chi mai bang ale ka sep to gen lang kilung lut kik mo kirap kong gen khaklo bang hele ko education sungma mo mal tulai tak malaya bangale ZEC te tomo ki pol khoma amao sangna pangte ko manglai hile sian tona te khong ka gen changa if you're interested in education like siama kono dalemo if you have a degree ko bang kalai hil siama te bang atamzo education degree navy ve and if you're interested you can be a volunteer and also for that wari member hi kullo na volunteer no pale there's a volunteer volunteering when it opened, we will let you know. You can volunteer more.
I see.
Kilo volunteering what do you remember? Volunteering it's basically amount of more and I'm not gonna lie, they are really pretty good at English and amabang kesang word tam thai dictionary ko
sang siam zo
bangale like extraordinary quotes. Like there's one time I heard someone say that and I was like, yo, you know that word? But yeah, tara na ko kasap tek again kiru chang mo. Ongke lung pan chini. But tolo a lot of people always hear YD, but I think they don't really think about joining until we explain, hey, this is how we do it, and this is what we do. And yeah, don't kick mo. What do you? The first thing we always ask is, so how do you see YD? Where do you hear YD from? And I think sometimes teenagers we feel stubborn. But they always know the best for us, right? I hang up and like do this, join up, we're like, right. If we're not that interested, we're not gonna join.
Exactly.
But once we start talking about what we do, like one-on-one, then people like, oh, you know what? Maybe I might be interested.
Yeah, guilty confession. Cái dòng ni đang YD chỉ bên thầy.
Yeah.
Bằng xem chỉ bên thầy về lâu. Yeah, YD cái dòng ôn yang hội hiện on recruit ngày mò.
Yeah.
Zoom meeting ของ我们姐姐幾勁拗咯。
Yeah.
Commitment bây giờ làm hội ta là bảo vệ nào tụm tụm tam ai chơi am like he so gave it leng he đã mai niên chỉ đã khá mỗi join lâu ina. Tôi biết about YD bên cái radar khá na ổn định nè.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know what you guys do in cái thầy chẳng chẳng level. I think ông cái thầy bị na bên bộ education lắm mà he tiếng ai về like tôi đang còn làm không tôi ni đang cái Paulina mang lại không chỉ là không thấy na tôi biết a purpose biết hội sa tôi hit chẳng đang na xem na neng tôi còn làm không like history Zomi history ของกันเกิกchỉ là không mà tôi đang neng chẳng rất kéo mi chỉ.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know what it is. Tôi chẳng he tua podcast cũng na khát bị nó bị dòng bên. I think there's so much that like you guys haven't show it to public more. Nana sem na open lian ma mai na. I don't think tua output nalakiat un pen behind the scene na sep tak open. On reflect zawa umloe. It doesn't accurately reflect what you guys have done or what you guys have been doing. Tôi chẳng zong he podcast ang ki copy no me tua teng mo. Yeah, tôi hi le tôi na bằng hi pangalan education tôi hit chẳng
creative so everything
okay.
You see on the media, the social media, YouTube, Instagram, I think band creative then run more.
Okay.
And then there's also training. So the training is YD Lutina namni mo.
Okay.
Namni na.
Okay, tôi làm bài về ni mà đấy.
Okay.
Khang nấu tên Koicih YD
Koicih
lút thế đi.
Lút vô. Ina to
lút nuông hiện tại chẳng Koicih lút thế đi.
Okay, the main way and the most way that people join is training ka mo. Ina the training topic som ki hel mo nam som ki hel like Zomi history, like democracy, education, critical thinking and logical. Chantara teng pen bangale like 10 topic by mo.
Okay.
Ina to teng pen a graduate kitchang pen amount they have the option.
Can I ask tôi té pen quan hill ya? No my in hill.
Go mine hill.
Okay.
Yeah, go mine hill.
Seniors are then hill ke
Yeah, go mine hill na to pen kahil teo pen tamzo based on research data.
Okay.
Ina for example like rule of law kong hill mo. Ina gam khang to te ama bahang khang to chiko en mo. Ina to pen like those are the topics that we teach and to a graduate kitchang pen ama they have an option. So once you graduate, do you want to continue to be in YD and like be in the 7 home demo, be a part of it and help us with project, or do you just want to be done and then like you just went the training and you're done. Majority of people they usually leave because of time commitment, like you mentioned earlier. But the thing is, once you graduate the training, you can always come back. When you like, let's say you nang graduate ni ina ong lut no me, but nang lut no palo like, hey, I actually have like kahun ke gak lo ina wadi ong lut lang san pilo ning chia. But then the next year you're like, actually my calendar has cleared up this year na ke ong lut nom tai, like I'm ready to join. That's you already graduate, you already did all the training, so you just it's just between you and the HR or you and the directors, and then it's like, cool, we'll come back, welcome to the team. The other way pen test. So at the end of training, they give you a test. that same test is what you will take once you join YD. The other route mo, the alternative route. And to test up in either 80% above or 90% above na nga mo. The process is you meet with the directors like, okay, who is you? Why do you want to join? Nang to kitay na mo. Hina tatang pa na YD lut swak jian. Instead of going through that whole training, you just took tests and then you meet with us and then like join YD channel.
I see.
Yeah.
Ko ni mo la second option ta po compelling so di ba?
Yes. But yeah, mga le mi pil tampi zong mo ina to te bangin bang chinia khawe chang those 10 topic might they already be aware ina to chang ama zong lu na pale it's an easier route to ni. But what I would say is for people who go to training atamzo amal they have some kind of bond with the people they train with, you know, because no sincom homework zong ome homework zong kipia it's not a lot actually, but tatang pen navek wa he com meeting ka com when you graduate com it's like I was part of that batch and I feeling there but when you just join the other way you just join but either way is fine.
Yeah, but first way might be better if you don't have a friend ลอมของคิดว่าเป็นของในเกแรง กว่ามาที่เราวันดีอี join up ตัดกันแล้วกว่ามาที่เราพี่ไอ้ join สังอ่ะมั่วลอมกิจให้ปีพรคัดต่อtotally see that ตัวลำนี้อมินะตัวเราวันดีอ่ะ volunteer จี level ตัวนั้นแต่กิจสำโล no same com ที่เสียง
same committee yeah so some certain project certain department would have like team and project that they need volunteers and volunteer ก็จำเป็น it could be inside of YD and it could be outside of YD. In the volunteer depend, it's based on a form. So we usually do put those out. I think we put out more stuff on Facebook than we do Instagram. In Tamzoka Facebook we put it out. Hey, sometimes it's announcement video, sometimes it's flyers, sometimes it's a story. In Toteng Pen, you just volunteer. And sometimes people do volunteer and then they're like, okay, I kind of like the environment. Why did you and then like go to the training just to join us.
Yeah. Hoi mama kenong nidang I consider joining a few times lom that but kipan zau mama lo ina tu long aki chi swa hi mai ta. Now I have my own things but anyway hoi mama tua ina tua structure ran temjikตัวเรา key program miss ขาของอมเกมไม่ได้
oh my so I talk about ELL then English learning and then I talk about mentorship. There's also computer science. If anyone is interested in learning computer science, we do give courses. From my knowledge, the previous course that we gave was based on Harvard CS 50 Chinamon.
Oh wow.
In a fun fact, if you guys are interested, like what if you guys are interested in taking like free courses online, Harvard do provide free courses, the CS 50 for example. But the only thing is if you want the certificate of completion, nang na pay ko. But it's not like college ka azabel taman lo mo. But they do offer a lot of free courses in a lot of topics. I think I've seen business, I think I've seen law. In a kachipang ni Harvard then they do give courses.
Yeah, Khan Academy dan pian Khan Academy thay na.
In a way, yeah, pian.
Tua zong amao certificate ida ya le sumi piak ko. Tua lo isin normal level free kisin thay.
Yes,
okay, computer science mo.
Computer science. So if you're interested, come join. Tulay tak lian bel. A lot of people find it hard to complete that because it is a very not easy topic mo. They're trying to do like a little mini lecture first before we go straight into the Harvard CS 360 mo 350
It's kind of preparing for the course
for the big
first.
Thing. Yeah, and then another one is profession program mom. But we usually post videos in Tunba. It's starting to be in person, but it's a mixture of in person and online. Ko mangim na hilapen Amy sunga mo. Bang tiring ya. Inute bangin about engineer, doctor, lawyer chichang but there's also pilot. There's also like many things like even the military.
Military.
In topen amal atelo tampi something more. Nule pale hilkom. Hey, we have these like profession that exists. Some of them you don't even need a degree. Some of them you do need a degree. Amal bangale emi sunga to degree ne bangale ตัว field มั้งอาศัยตั้งแต่ interview how did you get here จันมั้ง
ตัวเบลเกย์ไล่ลำจงฮิปยันแล้วไอ้เว้
we should collab but yeah in a ตัวเต็เป็นก็บางทีเนี่ยอามาตัวกี่ hobby นะมั้ง and then kind of like interview them like so how do you get this job and like what are the requirements
ตัวจงมึงไอ้เปลี่ยนมายังไงตัว Facebook Zoom meeting ของนั่นเองZoom meeting ด้านเปลี่ยนมาเห็นนะ guest ของคันเวนั่นเองรู้จังตัวโปรแกรมส่งปันมาไอเดีย
ตัวโปรแกรมส่งให้คันแต่
คันเวจังละ professional คันเวจังสังขยาอากาศแต่จีดาของตอนนั้น
ตัวจงอามามาหิมะ that's the same people that's the same project in a it really depend like the interviews really depend on like what subject they're trying to do for that but ตัวจังเบลอัตมโซin person aki muna hak sai cha mo US ayom hang ki gam la toy changa I tamzo zoom tung pan mo interview zo
okay I see is there anything else
tolo if you're interested in animation we do have like a lot of animation project tunang zol te bangala Zomi language and literature and Amazon another project on Paipaklang is Zomi history mo if you're interested in Zomi history and you want to research it help us research it it's a good place in tunang there's a lot of rumors Chini are we from Mongolia are we descended from like some Chinese descent what are we you know a root pen a culture pen ki get low oral everything
oral now จีท่าปูและปีแต่ห้องตรงแรงสองอากิบังโลสีเสียงไปดีไงพอฮัตเต้นที่ปันจีดีพอฮัตเต้นที่ปันจีดี
yeah exactly so go บางอะไรตัวเป็นกันนัวแม่ so where are we from who are we you know what is our root จีคันสอง you know history เงี้ยเป็นกันนัวแม่ตัวจังตัวเป็นอากิบันเป็นดิ่งหินะมั้งตัวเราเนี่ยนะ animation ไปกี่แรงPeppa Pig so
ตัวจงมุมใหม่
yeah นูเลยป่ะดันของอะไรตานั่นเองบอกเลยมั้ง
ตัวจงใน project แล้วก็ popular เป็นเพียรโลดีไม่ได้
yes I think so in a Peppa Pig เป็นป่าวก็ดับกี่แกvoice first translate พอดมั้ง script that translate พอดนะก็ translate กี่กูจังบางอะไรvoice actor แต่งตัวมั้ง which is why ดีแต่มาเห็นvoice actor แต่งตัวvoice เป็น record กี่กันมั้งตัวเป็นอากาศตัวน่ะเปล่าสักแกจีรันตัวเรา another project which is not in Seoul is research department among animation based project team karoma is called YD entertainment and education china go YouTube song video cut back na post manung na it's US federal kumpi chikhat hina ka YouTube net saklo chen ina that's like that video specifically is like parents there ka audience parents there hina inute bang US ome ina na khem pe na president ji you know they think everything is run by the president
call gam lam da na ki ngai su ne kumpi na khan na chi
kumpi kharin na khem pe ki sa hello ina US branches chinan to mo mina amao bang teng sam law te ko ran ki ball like who you know do what chinan te pen ma chiding ya US ten mo the basic at least thailand kilom sa ka chang
no video about kin mo to
ben video about kin YouTube
wow yeah actually I was thinking of doing one episode on that
oh really
US government to kisai dan mo
go
na
abroad na hiwin na mo but Tobel like for that team is whatever you want to do research on and I'm currently working on an animation but today how do you choose college like for you chini mo tunang sang hoi dong tampiom ma right is they so dong sang tampiom other say dong tampiom community 4-year university channel me how do you pick which one you want channel mo like machire a guiding video channel mo tanang khazong tu ta ko bangale work online tak mo
that's super helpful
yeah so whatever you want to the difference between this and Zol is whatever you want to research you can like research it like translating it not the chang na pao chang song pa something cartoon ma but it's not like Peppa Pig yeah
animated
like,
video
animated video explaining this and that chiran mo
okay
yeah
hoye kolom te khat animation major to animation amazon tu lai tang ba animation lian ki pan nai ke na ba digital art lam mo
yeah
jong talented ma lal ina ama vision pen ni rang chang to ran animation studio ของในดิงนะ Zomi ต่างทูแต่ในโนและนานตาจีราของทางโฮลเลียนโดจีราของตัว story แต่เป็น animation ฮีกิงนะลักเคดิงจีราเนี่ย like Disney Pixar level ของไปสักดิงจีราเนี่ยตัวนั้นของ dream ของในตัวแต่ของต้องกิจสมเขาแล้วแต่ no lampa long tapi na khan dai ding yeah
to na chi lalema we actually I do forgot to touch one thing in a training din nakati in dong mo about zong to la pa lai tak mo he is zombie sunga story te pen I bajin na pangte thading amo mo zong lakhin wa mo in a one story pen I translate kin ta mo a video pen bol lighting chi khan kigelina but if he's interested in that he can definitely be in here work with us tini ko bang hila animation lam bang ching ya a hi the takom lo ka hi camp pen tam zo ko le go kisin tom ke chang wa mo to changa I atake sa mong pai le pen ka project zo all zo ding you know to changa I would love people who do have skills like that and vision like that to join us and let's create your vision and make it come true chini in a game director concept song pen that's my dream is to people to research what you want to research and through YD like how can we give you resource you know to tung to na bang chiring ya amawi tain up them in a bang chira that benefits the common people to need to pen accept getting more to game like that's what I want is to come in create what you want and make something big you know
I see
yeah
to ran hi la I'm just curious ken te na to kalom pa hi ta le ke dan khong chi mai ni hi ta le ka schedule thai ya tam zo mo like even if we do want to participate or like help out ka schedule thai in na like is there any way for people like us to like training a hi zonga to YD commitment adang te pa lo mo project kha la project kha same com collab dan pian mo song ve to ran option khong om ya
yes like what you look up like partner come to
yeah
yes that is an option too is you can partner with us in a totepen it's based on like partnership basis mo in a partner kat to kapai dan pen partner dang kat to ki bang lo the cuz it's two different
to pen no ki ho jiao ding chi da
khan mo how can we work together je long tan long king ama
okay but generally speaking you guys are open to it
yeah we guys are open to it
okay to ran to be because ka ve da nai chi da na ki lao the ki lao chi chang a why the to ran chi la time commitment to ran pia ko chi da hong dong om the chang a mo would be pia ki pe zo ke mai ve ni ngo chi da om the chang a yeah to hi a le recruitment lam zong lut kom ni lam mo de na nong gen chang a bel mi na sub chang a bel tam join bel thei YD จีบจังเงี้ยนะไอ้ยังอ่ะ like accept ตักแต่ที่เราคนเราอินะตัวของเกณฑ์แรกแต่เบลทุกปีซ่าอินะอุดมอเราจีรันสมองที่มอตัวเราตัวไล่ตักบางจีริงแค่มอขังเราแต่ไม่ได้ YD ที่หนาเราแต่ที่ตะเลยที่แกเลย accept หนาที่หนาเราแต่ที่ตะเลยมอตัวนั้นอามาละมาบางจีริงแค่มอ no ละมาน่าไก่ขบที่นั่นเองอ่ะมอบางจีไงส่วนนี้อ่ะ like plan ด้านของออม here like how do you plan on like grabbing all the youths or all the kids
I feel like right now grabbing the youth is one of the most challenging things anymore in a not only that but in my personal life more like church khong azong I grab ni hak salwa so what I've realized is a lot of our content that we put out is very parent based pian saying more from my perspective in a that's one thing I plan to change is how can we as YD put ourselves out there bang chi ya khang do ten they're like okay that's kind of cool to join you know
yeah I like that
achi theding a pen bang chi ring a to lai tak kan zong ka ngai su lai tak mo cuz that is something that I think we struggle with trying to attract like we're not getting the audience we're getting you know what I'm saying talo like no te po like opposite like oppa ka ti lai hello but like
I got you
but ko sang
a khang to teenager chiran lo te chi mai ni
like it's hard to reach out to them if they're not interested
exactly
how can I make them interested because I do know a lot of the time once you tell them something they're interested there's so much things they can do but you just gotta have something that can interest them that's also something I actually am thinking about but does that answer your question
no 100% volunteer management is something I'm very passionate about it too cause ke jong bia kina ki pia mo music lam hi ta la khang no lam hi ta la makaya se mi chang na now bang te pe na ma hi lama themchik I culture pe nong ki khel pian ta mo ina I feel like there is like almost two culture ni ongom pian ne bang chin kya mo inule I pate I zo gam lam kol gam lam culture dan pian le hi US om te I culture dan pian khan ongom mina ตัวเป็นคัดเวจังไอ้ organization แต่อีไปด่านเป็นตำจอนี่แกด่านparent base เปลี่ยนหลายจีนี่อามาใกล้ตั้งทรงนู้นแล้วป่าตั้งมาฮิเปลี่ยนไอ้จังมั่วเทมจิกตัวนั้นไปจังนาวปังเตอาดิ้งเป็น room อมโล room อมโลไอ้เกียร์แล้วล่ะนาวปังเตอาดิ้งcompelling โลใช่ไหมนี่ join up ท้า swallow ไอ้จังกิสวาก็เปลี่ยนเบียกินลำของฮิตาละจงมั่วตัวจง something that we have to tackle on our own like USA และ Malaysia ของเราคิดบังโหลดิ้งตัวเป็น USA และกอลกำจงคิดบังโหลดิ้ง USA และ India จงคิดบังโหลดิ้งบางทีและอีกข้อหุ่นไปเสียนะครับอีก culture นั้นเป็นองค์คิดบังโหลเอมตัวที่เจ้าตัวvolunteer ข้างโน้นเอาบางแต่อีกที่นั่นเองเป็นกุยจี strategy ของฮิดิ้งเฮียมจีเป็นมาไกลแต่อาดิ้งง่ายสุดมาดิ้งลำไข่ตาย thankfully they got you ข้างโน้นไม่น้องน่าขัดเจ้าไปโซเวเวสาม Don't you think so?
I think so too. I think it's like your friends can also see you do it. And so if you can do it, why can't they do it? You know? If he can do it, I can do it. And a lot of the people that I've worked with, when I joined YD, I was the youngest. I was like 14, 15. 14 goes to 15. Young. But now I'm not the youngest anymore. But I'm just kidding. But it's really hard to reach out to anyone younger than 18. But then it's also like, how are we attracting these audience? And then not only that, but something they can do. And I think one of the things I forgot to mention earlier is sometimes when they see YD, they think we're so formal. Maybe it's something really serious. Something
No bang
But we are so chill today. And one thing I love about YD is we just take a high school and up, right? Whether you're like 18, younger or older, like okay. And I don't know, sometimes a little cultural difference hi lapen Zomi sunga kum toza hi changa pen bangchira give respect papa. I'm not saying we don't respect each other in YD, but I'm saying is no matter what age we are, also tens on respect the younger ones, and a younger one tens on also their own respect. It's like you could be like 25 and I could be like 15 and we can still work together in the same project, no problem. Everything is respect earned. We're no longer like it's like if the younger one say something, the older one agree. If we disagree, we're gonna debate over it,
Okay.
like one to one.
That's USA ไปเสียตรงตัวนั้นที่เปลี่ยนจอยมั่วต่ำจอน่าเสพนาของmanager แต่ของ like 20 year ของกลุ่มซอมนี่ของกลุ่มข้างโน้นมาหลายนะอันนั้นขาดอันนั้นเสพแต่เป็นมาสั่งปากวาจีของตรงมีนะฮิล้ำ culture ด้านบางฮิ level first name ของตัวกิสามเจียวหลาย Hey John can you do this for me John นะจีป้าเป็นปากวาปูกวาของฮิเจียวนะJohn นี่ล่ะฮิป้ากี่ของตัวจีด้านตัวเสียแล้วตัวเป็นฮิ US culture ขาดนะฮิล้ำมาข้างโตหนาวปังเต้นเดียงดิ่งเป็นตัวเป็นequality มั่วมีหิงคัดเลยมีหิงคัดเป็นบางจีที่มั่วสังจอตาจอจีบางเราแต่งเป็นเปอร์เซ็นต์เรื่องของกิมาของบอลฮิจีอันละนาอูฮิเจียวแล้วแหละมั่วตัวจังequality เป็นทุกปีสักนะแกนแต่นาบางตัวนั้นจีเราว่า John บางยินขอมี John จีดิ่งนะMr. John ของจีแหลงที่บ้านบางเดียวตัวนั้นของสมัยยังคิดจีกี่นี่สุดนะตัวจังorganization แล้วเลยจังเป็นคัดเวตัว culture นั้นเป็นเตลโลปีคัดเวกี่อุจหิงกี่ทุนขัดจีราของสงฆ์เทจังตัวนั้นที่เลยนวัยดี culture นั้นอุปนเทมจิกฮิลำเตะขังโนเตะอาดิ่งสงอดีตด่านนั้นอดีตด่านอุจหิจอจิตดิ่งกันมั่ว Okay I think you guys need to show more of that
Okay
like what the cultures you have got in YD moreทุกปีซาเองตัวฮิอะไรฮิrecruitment ลำไม่ได้ข้างโน้ตฮิตเลยข้างโน้ตเราฮิตเลยมีYD สุงนับนาวัวมั่วฮัมซา challenge จีด้านอม here what are some like challenges obstacles
for recruiting Recruiting Lianbel, like I said, the content we put out is very video based, and our attention span.
Yeah.
Even me, I cannot sit and listen to someone talk for 30 minutes, not even 5. Unless it's
Not
like
even
an interest,
one. Yeah.
unless it really capture my interest.
Yeah.
So maybe when we recruit too, how can we put it out there where like they're interested? It's not like them listening to a 5-minute video of like why they should join channel Hito Loa, So I think that's the challenge. The biggest challenge is just that. But for people who actually do want to be here, be with us, changapen commitment issue. They're like, I can't give my time. So kayong lut ngam lo. Kayong lut ngam lo. Chỉ tampi sa ngam mo.
Yeah.
It's not because they're like, oh, I don't really know what you
They
do.
low chi dan
I don't really know what you do. Chỉ dong lo. I take people ngon there's on jelo napen. It's like the time commitment mo. But one thing is, we have another two form of membership mo. And because we don't get a lot of funding we find our own funding we quote unquote have donation members mo. And so if you're a YD member and you got to the point where maybe you're not able to give your time with us, project on whatever, you can also still be a member by donating to us monthly. And that's like how much you want to donate his own more. And we also do have a website, Zomi Youth Development Zong Leogen, like it's like .org kichirina mo, click Leogen, nula pai zong kang zong mo, donate.
Donation or more.
Yeah, donation
Is it one-time donation? Why can monthly
so
set
different
up
type. There's one-time donations monthly donations and Zelle. So those are the main three like donations ways that we take. So for members who still want to be part of YD but can't give their time, we ask them, so do you want to be a donating members? And then they would like maybe give $5 every month, $20 every month. Like it's just once a month more.
I see.
And so that's also that. Below hun like temporary YD send below in a leave school there's also breaks. They can take breaks that's between them and HR Below if it's like a really really long break, then they can leave YD and then join back anytime. So one thing I also want to emphasize,
I join class
low. So if they want to join back YD, so like let's say nangbang YD kum chum ta kom and then you're like, I need to leave. I can't stay in YD at the moment. You can leave. Let's say in the next 10 years, 2 years, 3 years, or you just have more like hey guys, I'm ready to be back, or just shoot us a message whether on our social media if you know us personally, then we can connect you with the person that you need to talk to. So YD Ben training naman nakale na urun lut thay. So once you graduate training, you don't have to join YD right away. Then nakachitan mamo. And just like that, if you quit and you want to join back later, there's still ways to join without having to go through everything you just went through again.
I see. Yeah. That's good to know. Tawh here le recruiting lampen commitment issues on thay. Tawh hi ke ale athay nai lo on thay. Tawh hi chiang babang hi lai pakale.
Advertisement
lampana zong kien zo lo ai chiang zong hi thay mo advertisement lampana no lampana ong muti di ngai ve no he save kian sa.
Don't worry, we got this in the bag.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, tawh to pi tawh hi chiang no in person event khong na Ngeina. I feel like in person event khong hi chiang zong mo.
Yeah.
Mi toran alun nom khong ki tam zo thai sai.
Yes, and that is true. People do want to join once they meet us in person at an event or something. So ko bang hele zero say no am kai chang ba mo. Compi pen it's like biannually, so like every other year. And tu kum kinelo mai kum cha kineding chana. In a compi hun cha pen we sometimes have like the day after compi or a day before compi start. We have like a YD event chana win mo. In a tolaya everyone is welcome more. In a tolaya there's like a lot of people that come, so you can even meet the managers and even ask them, hey nang HR manager lang, what do you do, and why do you do it? You can personally ask them. Me as a director, I can only tell you the broad overview and what I have done. And not only that, but last year Banghile we had it and it was like discussion based event. We discuss about so itun like US a culture there can't build ke point na, or is there something that we can keep but something we can change na some people were like so a US lang mo khut to an kin lai ding mo I ke le sikyo khong sang ta ding there's argument like well no that's still part of our culture and that's something that doesn't affect us in badly why should we take that away or some people be like we should take it away you know like it could be inconvenient in certain event more where like more point more point like you know so like we have a discussion based event more in the we talk a lot about what we do but not only that we also want to hear like all these youth that comes in like what do you think of this topic Jane that the topic might be more when we do that we do post it on our social media like hey we will be having this at this place at this time chimo so people do come for that event and then that's where I know people the most and not only that wadi member demo but then the event that kinai sak pen we see each other on Zoom all the time but we don't know each other personally. So when we see each other at these Wadi event or compete together, then go Wadi somo kinaina umzo. Kimanga na umzo ina to kachina mabanga de na zero say no kachina hangpen hile. We also help them with the compete backstage. If you like doing makeup, if you like doing like a host. Like MC backstage so if you like doing that then that's also what we do during like you know or like help run the sport committees when the sport comes like you know like help find ideas or fashion show whatever help them it's a really good opportunities for them to help and also not only help but get like volunteer hours
I see
yeah
okay so while we stay on the topic of recruitment more
yeah
tun no lampanan nakatengen hitana to kun go joining lamte chimai ni
yeah
ke bang USA khang no khat chi ja khang no khat lem why should I join Wadi
you should join Wadi if you are proud of your identity mo manchile Zomi kanai na to why can't you give it back to your community chini and not only that but I haven't seen any organization that focus on giving back to the community tun ko pen Wadi in pen education focus mama because we always want to be bangchiring ya US bangal pen Hispanic tatame so you can like Hispanic is even the second language I'm not like practically second language and 8 twaza kithe nai lo chini and I'm also minority hi ve chini so like why can't we get as far as them
twaza chi thara I sen te igam venga hi Vietnam te chang ngon long ki tung lo pi lao te khong
we have not got to that place so 8 twaza tana ikan to thena pen bang kisamo we need to be aware of the opportunities that provide. I think the way we do things right now is we have so many opportunities that we're not taking, right? So how can we take those opportunities? And not only that, but if we don't care about that part of our identity, how can we keep our traditions and our culture alive more? And you should join because one, networking. There's nobody that I knew, but because I joined, if I need to go to Georgia, I'm in your city, can you pick me up or where can I go more? So networking, not only in that way, but the people we partner with, like Dr. Tuang Tekong, he can partner you with other people too. Like help you with your education.
Yeah.
And then not only that.
That's huge. Networking is huge.
Networking is huge.
Amy then networking aman pan na kitay lo na lo hina.
Yeah.
College kong banga hila networking pen kitu pisak mama people pay he sangaman pa mama hong ka ding chi pen education is one thing but networking zong aki ut mama mana ki ka sang man pa sang atu pi khong ka leng mi tu pi ta to kitay na like US kong a pen tu hun changa na sep kong isyo changa is not much about what you know but it's about who you know chi la hong hi pian
exactly
like na sep kong isyo changa tu hun chang competitive ma na ken te na ke skill khana nei khat pen mi som khong om chio to na hi le ke to na sep khat be ka nga na ning pen chance tom ma ta but if I know someone in that company to pan recommendation letter khan nga sak jiao le pen
too easy
to na hi jiao to ai changa networking atu pin na mo mi la ki thei lo na lo ina hang dam abel khang no te nong thei to ding hi ta networking is one thing adang benefit there
adang benefit la mo na zo pa khang to tom ding tuân song
Now pang te haring yeah, that's huge.
Cái mà cái dấu bao song ấy, cái lúc tung cái dấu bao xiêm ven lo. Tuân song xiêm cái này lo, ai hàng tu cái thấy ra bên cái lúc
tung xiêm nai lo mo.
Đi đang thấy lo mo. Cái bằng như là cái bao sang cái get xiêm zo. Because I was in so many projects that we have to translate.
I see.
So I'm a better writer in Zopao or Zolai than like Zopao kapao thấy sang channel. So like tola ma zong ki khang to mo. Ina no.
No why di sung nya na zong Zopao ma back pao mo hi kia le mang pao to he mix mo.
Mix in mo. I bang chi ding ya atam zo a comfort dan to ki pao zo mo. Ina aya ke direct chang pen sinom lo ka cha ken a pao bang pao pen pen. Ina it's a great place because there's people who's really good at Zopao, and I just keep talking to them in Zopao. I'm hoping and I'm like, okay, that's like jam with that cause okay, that na Zopao ki jam with him, you know? Because like if I were to joke with people, I can't do that in Zopao because I've never experienced that. But now that they like, you know, not saying that we're not serious, but we do have social times and like there's jokes, there's games, so not everything in YD is all about project. We have times where we all just socialize. We have games like, for example, Valentine we're like we would like match up people and be like partner katain bangale something on Brinko, like a talent show. You know, you guys have to say something, Janet. Yeah, so it's like not only is it project, but it's also social event. So that goes back to networking where king up na yeah, that's what I meant. But
yeah. No, that I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so bao zong xiam tua zong point khat ka emphasize no ba. Paul khat hi podcast ben tun bal them ni dang ka hi chir ba hi tang chang khonga ke i sa kol sunga chimai ni khong kia ni na tun them chung ki thei zo reu tai na Malaysia lam hi ta le kol gam lam hi ta le ongen te thei dinga mang kha ve YouTube khonga mu leng tun gen te na biakin khonga chiu nu mai hi lama khang kya zo reu nu mai khat khong in la sa mang pawa la sa siam ma comment te sim zo pawa salawa mang pau thu pi sak zo mo chi khong ngom me i thei dinga mo US om tak ta hi lang pen naw pang te pen hi tanga khang khia aloma gwa teng khem pe pen atam zo mang de vi ve jo sang pai atam zo mang za la ka som kwa bang pen mang pau apau teng chi mai ni mang kang le na hi lo hanga mo mang from Hispanic banya mang pau sanga sia te mang pau mun khem pe mang pau vi ve ki zangai chenga zo pau pen Koicih preserve ding mate i zo pau pen Koicih kem ding chi pen challenge pi khat hamsat na pi khat hitai na ke bang yin siang yan ta le khang no naw pang te bol khat bang pen asiam ma asa hilai bang yam chi la tun community dang te leng hi Vietnamese lam te lao lam te chi hong bang hilai naw pang te ama pau thein on lo I can understand a little bit but I can't talk chi hong tam zo pian ne sen lam te Korea lam te bang ba amao hi lam tung ma support hilai chiang amao bang bol khat bang hi tangai la whitewash ki chi na mang te ra nang kam tai zao amel leng pen dan Asia mi ma hi na mo ai anga pen ong pau wang lang le mang te ran lian ang pau Indian te hong song po khat Vietnamese te wang tua chi tua sia ne tua chi ina mang te ran ang ngom tai completely mang kang hi jiao a chi a sao a kang lo ba khi na American mi hi ta jiao mang kang ka chiang American mi hi jiao ka chi na mo ai chiang ama bel khang ni khang thum bang hi ta mo bel khang ma sa hi lai na inui pa te pen wala ma piang ina hi lama piang nai lo we tun next tun gen te na nang te po golding ina ta khong nei la te second generation ong hi la bang a chi tam mo to chang I pau te pen Koicih preserving I culture Koicih preserving chi pen a thu pi ma khat hi ta to pen tu bang ingai sut kho I plan to kho ge la mai mang ding hi jiao ke thi chang la sen te bang hi la bo Mandarin sin na sang khong nei ngia chi dan mo parents then ta te khang ngia chi dan hong a tom mo min na mang pau chi khong pen to ra na mu da ding hi mang pau thu pi sa mo chi le mang kama thu pi sa mang kama ke responsibility to thu pi sa mang kama ki pai event hi jiao ta ya mo to ai chang thu pi pau sang thu pi zo hi chi zong hi lo ina hi hanga kama yom dan pe I thei ding ki sam mo ina to ma banga zong bel I culture zong preserve ko that's why I really like preservation part pen zong thu pi ka sang na to hi to le benefit khat pen mang pau zong mang pau chi pau zong siam mo pau zong siam tom naw pang ta ding that's huge no la paten ina ki then cái số lâu em 100% à tôi chăng à tôi lâu ada benefitของผมล่ะ yeah
skill ตรงนู้นก็สินเท
skill
so เก็บบ้างเฮเลยอี project ของกลีสักป่าเป็นมั้งเก็จิกมาหัวน่ะ leadership position อันนี้ไงต้องเฮโล
yeah
น่ะตัวก็สำหรับตรงตัวน่ะอามาองค์นู้นสิต้องเฮโลมั้งอามาองค์เฮโลตัว leadership skill กันนี่ดงอ่ะอามาบางทีเรื่องอย่างองค์ปันปิดตัวน่ะตัวบาง director บางก็เซมจีนี่น่ะตัวเบกทำโลบางทีเรื่องอย่างอี application like softwareจะลองกินสินมั้ง so depending on what project you work on บางทีเรื่องอย่างอามาอี project ตัวก็ใส่ software แต่ต้องนั่งสินคัดเองน่ะตัวแต่บางน่ะ personal life บางอะไรอีตัวนั้น project ของเรา start ไปเลย it's like useful because now you have a knowledge of this software this application จะมั้ง website จะของตัวจังif you are like interested in like gaining more skills it's a good place ที่นี่น่ะก็บางเห็นเลยpresentation ของเป็กขาค่าตัวจากเก็บบางตัวกับ presentation skill เป็น
stage fright ของในกินในนอนเรา
กินในเว่ที่นี่it's easier to
at least
manage
somewhat better
yeah it's easier to manage than before บางทีเลยบางทีเลยป่าว presentation เป็กต้องทำซะบางป่าวทีเลยแบบ too easy I can do it but ป่าวเป็กจริงจังเป็นบางทีเลยกี่ careful กูเต้แต่มั้ง
อีกอย่างดิ้งแต่งกินไงสุน
เต้จ้าบางทีเลยที่เรามาครั้งตัวเต้กี่พัทยาก็กี่เป็นมั้งมังป้ากินสังสอตักปีตักปีจังอีนู้นเลยป้าแต่ละมั้งมังป้าฮักษาสนาเป็นกี่หมู่น้ำมั้งเลยเป็นอามาอารมณ์สมว่าป่าวไงสุนมาซะน่ะมังป้าว่า translate กี่จังเป็นมังป้าตัวครั้งแค่สองแค่จ้ามั้งก็ไงสุนเป็นมังป้าอมซอยน่ะป่าวเล็ดกี่ซอยเจ้าในจังกินเละบุญเลี้ยในจังตัวเป็นกี่อันนี้ก็โจป้าเป็นslow ซอมั้ง like ดำซอยน่ะจะกายซอยน่ะจังนู้นเลยป้าแต่จังอามาอีมังป้าเป็นจะกายซะแล้วเลยอามาอี first language เป็น zopa you know ไอ้จังมาตัวไงสุนมาซะแต่จังมาป้าเป็นบางเชนมาป้าเกนดิ้งก็ยาจังไงสุนกี่แล้วน่ะให้ลำเดียจังเป็นมาป้าไงสุนมาซะน่ะจะป้าบางทีเกนกิ๊กดิ้งที่เป็น it's the next step ไอ้จังit's like harder
ตัวเป็นcode switch คิดจี go communication แต่บาง communication เก็บบาง communication minor ก็จังมั่ง code switch คิดจีน่ะเดี๋ยวก็ bilingual ให้เกี่ยวกับด้าน multicultural family ของครั้งแค่แต่เป็นกี่ code switch เกนแต่น่ะตุนนังต้องใช้ดิ้งได้เว้ยแต่งแค่ปอยตัวขางทูมีแต่งแล้วก็อมเล่แต่นั่งไงสุดด่านนับเป้าด่านแต่ตัวมคัดทั้งสังของบางแต่ละของอมเล่แต่นับเป้าด่านของตัวมคัด the whole thought process change จีด่านเปลี่ยนเนี่ยตัวนั้นไอ้เจ้าเนี่ยนั่นจีด่านไอ้ที่ใช้ถูฮีเหมาะสักนี้เปล่ามาแล้วกี่ตัวที่เลยกี่ reverse เนี่ยนั่นจีด่านจะเป้า presentation ไปเลยแต่ไงสุดกูแกบางเป้าว่าเจ้าเป็น so easy มั้งตัวกี่จะเป้าให้เลย so easy บางเป้าที่เลยบางเป้าเปล่าที่นะ but I really have to be careful of what I'm going to say next จีด่านนะคาเฟ่ full potential unleash โซโล่ตัวกี่บางyeah that's a challenge we have to keep tackling because ESL มั้งกี่บางเป้าก็สินะบางตัวบางจีดิ่งเฮียมั้งamateur level ปะนะเทมจิก affluent ดงกันขันนาดีstep B เป็นบางยามจีเลย I have to think in English ไอ้จีดิ่งแค่เปล่าจะเป้าไงสุดดิ่งนะบางเป้าแกนปั้นแรงเป็นกี่กาละองค์ฮิเปียนเนี่ย translation แต่องค์ฮิดีอาร์ว่าเปียนนี่นะบางเป้ามาอีลงซิมสงว่าไงสุดเป็นก็กี่สิทธิ์กูเลยตัวจง skill บีคัดตัวนาวปังเตอานี่คือเลยเป็นเล่ลำบุญที่ไงเป็นนะแค่เปล่าจะเป้าไงสุดกี่ก็ตุนคาเฟ่นาวปังเตห้องยี่ที่ละมากับปีแต่ห้องที่ตะเลนนูอุปสรรคแต่ห้องตัวกี่หัวจังกับคาเฟ่again ด่านแต่อุเป็นบางจีนครับหมอวิเปียนเลยกิโลเมตรเลยตัวเป็นหม้อที่เป็นหม้อจีนของจีนตัวเป็นอะไรที่เรานะมามังเป้าปัญหา translate กี่กูไอ้เจียงตัวนั้นหนังไปเกณฑ์แต่ละเสียมลอย
example ขนมปักเล่งหมดตอนนั้นจีนเลยนะเลยตุนบาง like my brother อามันบางเห็นเลยเป็น why not จีนน้ำลอยจะเปล่า why not จีนน้ำลอยเป็น literally translate จังบางโลจ้า so like instead of saying like บะฮังหมอ or like you know why จีนน้ำลอยจ้าบางโลจ้าตรงใต้ because it's like a literal translation in a มันจีนเอโซเป้าส่งจีนเนี่ย there's not really a standard grammar จ้าต้องหักสลายมั้ง in a but กี่โหแรงมันจีนเนี่ยกี่ครั้งตัวสอนจีนโซเป้าเดินไหนจีนมา but yeah ตอนนั้น skill speaking skill presentation skill leadership skill จ้าyou gain those skills
okay so why did join lang but tampi song benefits king ave especially for hilama khangno te ading chimai if you want to grow and really increase your knowledge in our culture I think YD is the way to go like you're not just learning boring นะขัดได้เรา you also doing a really meaningful work มั่วกองกำลังของมาเลเซียลำของมังเป้าของฮิลเกียจีของส่งเป็นทุกปีมาขัดไลฮิลเววาแล้วมังเป้าปีแบบที่แรงส่งเป็นมาวาดิ้งเป็นตั้มปี beneficial มาก so there is นังละขังโตงานนังละนัเซบมันพาขัดเซมละฮิมั่ว there's a lot of reasons to join YD เกย์ง join อง persuade เด็กเปียเจ
ขัดตะกง persuade หลายเท่เนี่ย
okay
so one last thing I mentioned of นะฮิละเป็น this is another thing I really like about YD is งิมนาขัดมั่วนั่นเนี่ยแหละ or vision ขัดลิม project ขัดลิมเนี่ย start เนี่ยเป็น YD ก็ start เท่มั่วเกย์ละฮิตแต่ตั้มคนเราจังอ่ะตุนกันบางอะไรเกย์ละนะเต็มมั่วอามาอะไรงะกับอยากนบฮิเสียนะ start นบส่งกิบ start เท่มั่ว so whether it's researches or project or even like animation cartoon or like writing books for kids like you know a community to kisai bangal na sab na omlim malamo wari to bangal ki loading na started hey I have this idea who want to join me who want to research with me chana ki hi thai mo
teamของนกเกียงอะมาเซล
we can create more teams we can always create more teams and not only that we never force people to do certain project nong lu dale hi semo kong chi palo mo nang ko ya na ut nyen na ma ong ki koi mo ina na sep nop na mun ma ong ki sem sak ina na sep nop tong sem kha chi ni ina no interest om kinazong nang bang interest na hiam na start ngam hiam what do you need like me as a director bangala how can I support you his amo ina to changa for anyone who want to start something you can start it through YD. If you need resource, we can look it together.
That's really good. That's really good. กับ podcast ของบางก็คิดไปมาคิดให้เขาแรงเจ้าโอเคตัวแรกนังเป็นตัวอะไรตั้ง YD director จะแรงมั้ง
Yes.
Focusing on you. What do you plan on doing with YD มั้งนังบางจริงๆแค่มั้งนังอี YD ตุงต้นนังบางนาเต็งเสพสมเนี่ย What kind of work do you think you will do with YD?
So, gay director ka sab song pen ken khang no te focus na mo.
Okay.
Apia pen to summarize is 2-step. So, you know like inule pa makai te akiban Jesus or they're also parents. Ama pen mochiring their past life mo, their childhood life and nusia mo because they see there's a difference here that we can make in our lives in the US, right? To changa ama hitang tunpi with all them sacrifice and hardship, right? To changa that's step 1. And step 2 hilapen ngim la hilapen step 2 mo is ama itaka mangchiring ya atua ta te mo in million mi hoi na hoi sem thedinga vision ne yang pai pi
exactly
to changa
or hat bang siang yan leng hwalam utzo amao if they have to think about only themselves they would want to stay there
akan tong na uzo lim
my grandma for example ama kolgam uzo siang yan tang la
kolgam ma ki uzo dinge ahanga amao kolgam din mun le hitang din mu echa pen hitanga katu ka ta te mo khang to thei zo ding ina ma che na hoi na lian sem thei zo ding chi mu na to itang pai pi chilang right that's step 1 so why can't we continue that vision right it's not a bad vision in a gay director kasab na to I want to take that vision to the second step ni so how can we reach that development that they want you know that's my broad answer to need.
That's a very good
very
goal.
Ambitious
very ambitious but very good
and not only that but kisap sabdana mo I am trying to find ideas what can we do what should we do in YD channel mo so I never force people but if people I have a vision and want to start something me as a director I'm so okay with it go on you never know how it's going to work until you try it
exactly
so let's try it you have an idea let's try it what do you need how can I support you channel mo why director ken to ken atung lampan mo ka support thina dia support ki zo chini
okay
idea ke sable I can give ideas but I don't want to tell them to do this and that when it's not their ideas it's not something they're interested I'm not interested tung to na bang sem thei ken bang na ong pan pi thei chena pai zo mo then military chini
yeah. Military involvement
military
okay tell me why you choose the military first of all
okay not gonna lie I kind of joined on a rush I mainly joined because I think mangale aim sunga mo ajoin tampi takome I again atute no me and also really see what it's like to be an American soldier mo what training does it take to become one chick dong mun omlin lim ka cha mo kele ken ka experience tang min ong gen te pen came a first experience lo cha mo I can't understand as much as they tell me so let me do it myself chiran mo tunbang ka military tung to na ong ke gen khak lo ong ke gen nge lo ken take out two tampi like for example a lot of people join the military like minam dang temo to get citizenship I didn't know that if you join the military you can get citizenship the process of citizenship is still the same you get interview you get those questions that you have to study mo beve aya pen I kumnga omkul kumsom omkul US chen omlo I have friends who was like here 5 months ago joined the military with me and now they graduate with a certificate of naturalization jane to changa I benefit tampi omina ki gengen napin I machininga a benefit campaign mo hiran ta kong ki gen khalo changa now that I'm in it I can actually tell people hey you can do that you can help your family because nang family who a lot of them is like I'm here for my mom because I also want her to become citizen with me I changa kalun na hang hilapen atute lim ding what do we do
curious pong hi
curious on benefits on ve so I see a lot more pros and cons
okay so did you always had some sort of passion for the military or is that something that
no I don't
okay but still a good a solid career choice
it is ina bang chiding ya sangmang ka nomlo chini sangmang ka nomlo na hale zong the military is a really good place to have a stable career chini ina to changa I would be like if you don't go to college then go to the military that's my opinion chini ina one thing I also don't know is the military, especially I'm in the army, so I can only speak for the army, is amount nasab tampi takne. From things you can't even think about to things you can think about. Line tampi om inule paten military ko jang amount kakap. You know, war ko paring kisai. No. Mine kaya ka line hila pen finance samo. There's even music, band. So like high school ko nga like band ko pa hila mo. I might have even look for that job, you know. Whatever you want to work in, the military kind of have that in there. Just do your research more. But yeah, there's so much things that I wasn't told that people and I wish they did. But now that I'm here and I actually know it, I'm like, if you want to know, yeah.
That's why I'm here too. Share that experience.
Yeah.
Apay tatak tek yang pan kizaki kay chiang okay hi pen ai u thoi yam chi dan ni dang chang yu la zong episode to am khan hi thei nunga ba mo mong to zong khat ki ho khin na man zong tampi ong gen ke thei mo chi la hin na military ke mu na zong is a very solid and safe career choice adyak khang no bang sep ding chi thei lo te I don't know what I'm passionate about bang sep ding chi thei geng ka uk thei geng ka ka valu ro hi ziaw la le ei tanga ka chi hong pen ko gam lam to ki wang lo zong ki mi la khong pa lang zong ong ki respect ma chi da ne mo nuwa se sian to zong funny story se sian to ko mun khara an le ya pa ina lu zong lu na lo aman national guard force le to pen nu pi khanin thank you for your service I appreciate you mong chi kai ko kya yeah to nan ong ki respect ma to khit chang tampi zong khan to na om chi mai ni to ai chang nang zong na join ziao mo ka kap neo pa ka kap song no mi ngai chi zong hi ton lo aya nga na sep hoi khat career hoi khat zong hi na to join okay to na sep song nom na to le long term
to be honest ka join kitchang again I didn't think I would love it as much as I did but if I ever changed my mind in school the military is a very great place for me to continue to need ina ken bang nop saloring ka sa kale nop sakik zo mo
sang nop sa
yeah I think it really depends on the line laklam le mo and people who you're surrounded with jiran zong ke sai mo
okay toilet what are some of your long term goals like I'm talking 10 20 years level
okay my biggest goal of my life like my whole entire life is to become a Supreme Court justice
okay
ina
Dong kavet le aki zavet loading da ni dong ke le
Supreme Court justice depend tu lai tak let's say I have every requirement to be a Supreme Court Justice mo. Aya nga lo thei you know why? Because to like tak kumpi sunga mo term anay open the Supreme Court Justice. They're for life. I think if you are Supreme Court Justice, you're there until you retire or you kind of like pass away to me.
Yeah.
I think it's a really hard career to get. The reason why I say Supreme Court Justice is because they're the people who really know the law. In a Congress in a past camp open Supreme Court doesn't kisai pen mo.
Okay.
And they also Congress backlow president doesn't kisai chini.
Yeah.
But then amao bangale trial court kom le pen enchen ma US Constitution tokit tuakiam ibailo tokit tuakiam ji ene changa mo. And not only that ki lolam ut mo. Lolam ut ka changa tu tak sanga ka pen lolam tokisai.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so how do you become Supreme Court ongen paklang mo? Kay ma research tung
Yeah.
Because kizong un masahilo kaya high school research ko bocha pen. Wait, what is this? Chikato lunglur ki ke and kay u nam tu tong kitok ve chini law la mai changa mo. In a Supreme Court Justice nahi thing pen President Aizong somebody in there has to nominate you. In a tuan nahi thing pen you have to be a judge. In a judge nahi thing pen you have to be an attorney, a lawyer.
Yeah.
I think there's step to like tak pen my biggest goal is to become a lawyer, attorney. In a to tang hi pen judge ko piang thing mo.
Okay.
Zong ding na to how can I become
a
in a even if I don't become a Supreme Court Justice, as long as I make it up into a judge, which is the highest, I will feel very accomplished.
Fruitful, yeah.
Yeah.
ตัวจังที่เอมี่แล้วก็ judge ตัวไม่จีของนักเสียมานี่ก็ได้แล้วมั้ง law school ก็ริมๆถึงได้ไม่มั่วตัวเลย
Yeah, law school ก็กูควาย
so I'm considering law school somewhat considering ตัวจังๆบอกตัวจะตาองก็ compelling มาไหนแกที่ห่างwho knows maybe in the future ที่ร้านเปลี่ยนเนี่ยแกก็ไอ้ส่วนความหลาย yeah those are very good goals in I think that alone deserve a different episode in the future นี่หลังจากสังของที่มันจังมอ military นะครับนั่นมันจังมอที่ละคันได้ตักขาดของที่หลายแล้ว I think follow up น่าเสียมาดีที่ไม่ได้
Yeah, of course
ตัวนี้นะหุ่นแต่น้องเปียงแล้วไว้ดีตอกกิใส่น้องแก่นะแต่มอตั้งปีลุงดำมาไม่viewer แต่งละก็ไว้ดีตอกกิใส่เทหนัวมาที่แกยาและไว้ดีลุ้นนวมองค์ contact นวมจีของไอ้ยาและ social media Facebook Instagram
Instagram เป็น Zomi YD Facebook เป็น Zomi Youth Development website ของผมตามว่า Zomi Youth Development Google ส่งเจ้าเลยจินตะการ Zomi Youth Development.org ก็จะดิ้งมั้ง
I have description นะส่งนั่น link จะอย่างนี้ไง
Okay
I haveลุงดำมาไม่นะหุ่นแต่ตั้งปีน้องเปียง Mary
ลุงดำสวยไง Thank you